Hi, only a day late. We're back. Apologies for not being able to get on yesterday. I had a gig and I didn't have the time. It was a pretty busy week. That just means 2 this week. That's all right, isn't it? Oh dear. I'm very tired. Kept waking up all night with like crazy cramp in my leg. Oh well. Where were we? Um, mm, yeah. Okay. What layer are we doing this on cover? Yeah. What we got? No, that's not gonna work. Let's get our Shoggoth brush. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I played a gig with Deep Frog yesterday, and it was a Sunday gig. Hey, I need to re-turn off that setting. It was a Sunday gig, and we were supposed to be on at 8, but we ended up going on about 9 or something. Because we were supposed to be recording it. Josh couldn't get that to work, and then I recorded it on my Zoom, but it was just too dark in there, and the footage is horrendous. It is like the worst grain you've ever seen. Looks like it's filmed, yeah, on a potato, as the old timey phrase goes. Um, but it sounds quite good, so I'm probably still going to post it, to be honest. And my sister lives in Edinburgh, and she really wanted to see it. It was far away, so she couldn't. She's never been able to come down for a gig, so I'm just going to post it, at least for her. And the fact that it looks bad is just part of life. Um, I did set up the lights nice and bright for us, and then the sound man, I said, just don't make them strobe. Don't make them dark and don't make them strobe. And then he made them dark and strobe. And Josh really can't deal with strobing lights, and nobody really likes them, do they? But the gig actually went really well, and it was my first gig with Deep Frog without Diazepam. And a month ago, I would have said that that was impossible. I would have thought it. I mean, I still did think it, even up to the day. But I just took each moment as it came, hoping that I could get through each moment as they came. And there was lots of anxiety, but I made it through. But yeah, oh man, I was exhausted, and I got home and yeah, did whatever, wound down a bit, showered. I was gonna stream last night when I got back, but it got to the point where it was just past 12, and I was like, well, it's already the next day. I may as well do it in the morning. So here we are. Hello. Got the gym this evening. What are you doing? I don't really know what I'm doing here. Still half asleep and cramping. I think we might have just crashed. Nope, that's just my brain. My brain crashed. I'm just gonna save it and have some water. I need some water. And they'll say hello. Hello. What did we do last week? The week just gone. What happened? So, gig yesterday. Trained Saturday. Managed to get two full trainings in last week. That's jiu-jitsu training. That a full session is normal session, and then the half hour open mat after it. So it's sort of like a double, but not really. Uh, and I trained on Tuesday and went to the gym Monday, and then Friday I had a rehearsal for the Sunday gig. Quite an, quite quite what sounds like an easy week. It didn't feel like it. I've not been 100% this week, I think. So 2 long jiu-jitsu sessions and a gym session and a rehearsal and a gig. I suppose they're all quite big exercises, so not feeling 100% on quite big exercises. I've also had quite a few panic attacks this week. I've been pretty good until now, but also had less to worry about until now. Although the the gig is gone now, so that's one less thing to worry about. That's good. Mm, maybe a bit bigger, shouldn't it? I'm gonna sneeze. We all survive. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any more on this guy. Maybe a bit on that shoulder, maybe not. Nose. I don't think so, because I really like this shape of his face. I think let's get some stars behind his head there. So I like how that looks. So let's do that. I need you. Oh, bah. Actually, it's better to use the mouse for this anyway. He says, and then Master's nothing. Is the right size? Yep. We'll just philosophy through here. Hey. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I won't be doing a long one today. This is just going to be an hour because I've got to do another 100 things before I go to the gym this evening. But I think it's better to do something than nothing. So here we are. I really didn't want to just miss this. And, not sure. Sorry, not sure what's going on there. Oh, dear. So, I mean, how are you all? Please let me know. Like, what are you doing? What have you been up to? Mm. Oh man, sorry. Sort of. I'm just knackered actually. That's what I am. Please, if you have any questions, chuck them my way. I will try to answer. I will try not to fall asleep. Whatever. Not too, not too fussed about this. Really. Let me see these. There was something else I wanted to do, which was put in a load of these dots, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'll go just do that so I remember. Basically, I want to make this less visible. And I don't really want to make it translucent. So the best way to do it is lots more black dots. Oh man, I've been watching the new series of, well, the last series of Venture, and this episode, Fails from the Crypt. I'm only 42 minutes in, but at 10 minutes in, I had laughed so hard. I used it to wind down last night, and I watched it while I ate dinner. Oh man, they are on fire, especially Johnny. They managed to get a couple of very good laughs. It made me feel significantly better. I mean, I was already in a good mood from, you know, passing this diazepam-less test, but it's, it's just very, very good. Like, they're getting really good at. I mean, it's completely different to. I think it's completely different. I mean, they are adjacent, so like presenting a show and performing are different. And it's improv, so it's like different in that way too. Oh, it's hard enough with a script. I just think that they are exceptionally talented. And I'm really gutted that Luke is leaving, but I'm glad he's going to go pursue things that he wishes to. It's fine. But he is my favourite writer and my favourite. He has very, very good comedic timing and sort of demeanour that I really appreciate. And he's not leaving Oxventure, so they'll get him there. We'll be focusing on the stars that side. Okay, okay. The idea is there. Um, need to start changing these a bit, don't we? So let's do that. Hello? It's you? Yep. That we're going for Wibbies. Stuff like. Oh my god. Stuff like that. Okay. Oh dear. It is tiring. Existence is tiring. Um, let's find some questions. I do hate these, but sometimes you get a good one. What are two things still on your bucket list? Let's just explore that because I don't have a bucket list, but I'm sure we can find something. I have dreams. I have aspirations. I would really like a house with some land, so I could get a few cows and rescue some animals. That's like that's a dream of mine. A few cows and whatever, chickens, dogs. What else can you rescue? I'll rescue any animals, whatever needs a home. I would like to give it one. That'd be great. Great to be able to do that. Um, for a long time, I did want to do the American strip, like North America to South America, down the middle, on a motorbike. But that was back when I sort of romanticized. I don't know, mixture of things. I don't. That's just, I think it would hurt your butt. I think it'd be pretty tiring. I want to go back to the song. Sure. I'm not sure if it's a bucket list thing. I mean, I do definitely want to do it, but mm, I'd like to go somewhere at some point. Vague, I know, but maybe like rural northern Japan or somewhere like that would be good. But I'll probably wait until I can speak Japanese a bit more fluently for that. A lot more fluently. I'm not fluent at all, actually. My speaking is quite poor. My reading is okay. And it's not my pronunciation or anything, it's just the remembering of words. I just need to do more speaking, which I will do, obviously. I am doing. Just need to keep doing it. Um, quite like to make a band poster for Mastodon or Code. That's like that'd be amazing. I'm not sure really. I'm sure there's loads of stuff I would like to do though. It would be a matter of being ready for what it was. And with this so I've been doing things without diazepam for 7 weeks. And the biggest thing on my anxiety hierarchy was doing a gig, and I've done three. So kind of smashing that. I mean, it has meant that I've had to have every panic attack that I've had. Actually have every panic attack instead of using the magic unpanic attack button pill, which is awesome. Awesome. It's an awesome medication, but it's good to not rely on things. And you can't really get better when you're taking something like that. So it just helps you survive. Been surviving for too long. So I thought it was about time that we had to get a bit better. And like I wouldn't have thought I could have done last night before, but because I've sat through multiple panic attacks in the last few weeks, I felt like I could deal with it. And I didn't. I wasn't sure if I could do it, but I just took each moment as it came. So I feel like I'm more prepared for doing things like going places now. So it's more of a possibility in my mind than it has been. Oh, where are we at? How much money is enough? Enough to get that farm. If I could afford to buy like an old farm property and do it up so I could rescue animals and then keep that you know that property maintained, that's enough money. I mean, I'd like to build a studio, convert an old barn into a studio as well. Yeah, but that could happen over years. Doesn't matter. So not that much money is enough money. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, like, I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to accrue wealth. I don't want to accrue wealth. Like, what's the point? I don't care about money. As long as you have enough to survive, that's enough. There you go. And sometimes you don't. There's been many points in my life where I haven't had enough to survive. I've just barely made it through. But we're here, so. Mm, apologies. Yeah, I woke up, I couldn't straighten my leg. Oh, it's so bad. Kept waking up and just. My hamstrings just clamped, cramped up. I don't think I drank enough water yesterday. I think my goal today is to drink too much water. See if we can compensate. I have the X-Men theme in my head. You know, the 90s one. And I haven't even watched the new series. But I will. Can't wait. I think it's out, isn't it? I think it's out this month. Man, I can still feel my leg not feeling right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mm. Oh, these websites. No, that's not a good one. What are you currently worried about? Money, generally. Um, I don't have any of it. But he's surviving. And it could be worse, so. Yeah, I mean, it would be wonderful not to have to worry about money, obviously. Um, I'd say it's the main thing I've had to worry about all my life, but it really stems from like a fear of being homeless. Um, which is just it's just so at the forefront of my brain because it's really not. You're really not far away from being. No one is far away from being from losing everything, even if you, even if you have a lot or nothing. It's still very easy to lose. Um, yeah, one day. I want to start just making these a bit different. You, you yeah. Actually, I don't dislike just how that is there. That's fine. I was gonna add some white to it, but I like that. Let's change this up because this is weird. Just keep it on one side. Yeah, it'd be great to not have to worry about survival. Um, Suppose that's the goal, isn't it? Everyone's goal. Well, no, I don't know. I feel like once that need to survive goes, other things take over, and then you get really happy people or psychopaths, Tories. The weird world we live in. There's lots of wonderful people in it as well. Oh, Bonnie. Hmm. Right, as much as I was, but if you are just joining, this is Confronting Shoggoth. We've been working on this for 16 weeks now. Um, hmm. No, I'm just trying to find something that isn't mad. Like, what movie can you watch over and over without getting tired of? I don't really have. Okay, well, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is my happy. No, happy, sad, whatever. It's the movies I watch when I can. I watch them like once a year, once every 2 years, and they make me feel a bit better. And they have helped me through like um periods of depression or like sadness and loss. But also, TV shows like Red Dwarf. And I suppose there's albums as well. What did we? Yeah, we last night on the way back in the car we put on "The Last in the Comatorium" by the Mars Volta, and neither of us had listened to it in quite a while, and it was just like, yes, this is as amazing as it ever was. Usually, Ewan, the bass player in Deep Frog, he lives that way. We play that way, so he often picks me up. Um, and usually listens to music I've never heard of because he has a very extensive music catalogue in his brain. So it was nice to sort of listen to an album that we both really like and haven't heard for a while. It's nice. We're listening to an album, nice listening to an album with him that we both know, instead of me being like, "What is this?" and him telling me and be like, "Nope, never heard of him." He always asks me, "Do you know blah blah blah?" Nope. I know a lot of music as well. It's not like I don't know a lot of music. He just knows the most obscure bands, and so many of them. I'm sure I could do the same to him. Yeah, makes it a bit different from that side. That's what we want to do. Ugh, don't know where this cold came from. Probably being in a stuffy room. Actually, it was quite a big room. Yeah, it's a real shame about this gig recording. But like, even if I mean, like, I don't even care about like Josh was going to record it from the desk. I don't even really care about that because my Zoom picks up audio really well anyway. Like the audio is really good, but it would have been shit if he had have recorded great audio from the desk and then my camera just looks so bad because the light was so bad. Um, I wanted to have it on stage. I was just gonna have it as a drum cam, but he wanted it as a room cam, and now I know it can't do that. Not without significantly better lighting conditions. So yeah, I will post a terrible quality video soon, probably week after next or whatever. But the audio is good. I mean, the guitar's a little quiet and the vocals are a little loud. Other than that, it's decent. Everything is audible and it's not a terrible mix. Don't know why I did that. I don't want that, do I? Stick to what we know. Random arches, because I'm liking them. And it was a Sunday night, quite late, so there weren't that many people there, but very much appreciate the people that were there. And I had a really good time on stage, actually. I struggled a lot and I split my thumbs, but that's like kind of regular occurrence now. Ooh, my hands are dry. Ooh, what am I doing? Hmm. Meeting up at a different point anyway. Like now. Hey, you're a nuisance. Cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. Ooh. Oh, nonsense. How do you judge a person? Um, it's interesting. There's lots of answers to this. I will give you some examples. I can give two from last night. Uh, Me and the sound man were very stressed, and we had a little moment, and then we both apologised, and we moved on, and then we apologised at the end of the night, and sometimes situations can be a bit stressful, and I think your ability to realise that you're both being a bit of a dick and to be able to, address that is healthy. And I found out the drummer in one of the other bands who I've known for a couple of years now. He just like turned up to one of our shows, and now we gig with him all the time. He's a fantastic, like really, really good, quite fairly young drummer, early 20s, I think. I think he would have been like 19 maybe when I first met him, and I found out he was vegan. He's vegan, and that like I gave him a hug instantly. I was like, oh, I've spent like a fair bit of time with him, and that's not come up. And like meeting fellow vegans is just a nice thing. It's like an instant mutual respect, I suppose. Um, so yeah, by your morality and your ability to deal with a situation, even if you don't deal with it well, to then work that problem out. Yeah, and basically like how people treat other people, or I can't answer that question. That's what goal do you think humanity is not focused enough on achieving? I mean, come on. We're so fucked. I don't even know what to say. We need the whole world. The whole world needs free universal healthcare. It needs a universal basic income. It needs the Tories wiped out. It needs like xenophobia and prejudice, all prejudice eradicated, especially by leaders. In the UK, we currently have a Tory government, and they hate like poor people, minorities. There's so much horrendous stuff going on, and they're just making it worse and worse and worse for the people that have it the hardest. It's unbelievable. People in power should be compassionate, not destructive for the sake of their own wealth. It's unbelievable. and it is the biggest step. It's like the biggest obstacle in the way of humanity and people being able to live a healthy, decent life. It's all down to greed. Y'all make me sick. I feel like he's coming along pretty well. You could have an all expenses paid trip to see any famous world monument. Which monument would you choose? I would choose the banned monuments. If animals could talk, which animal would be the most annoying? Probably dogs. They're pretty in your face. Maybe they'd be less in your face if they could communicate better. Hmm. I don't mind them being in your face. It's fun. Amused by it being like, what would be the most annoying? Hmm. Why'd you go straight like that? I hate that. Right, let's do this. What's the hardest you've ever worked? Right. This is good. I used to. What is? I used to be lead designer on a newspaper. I was sort of co-founder, um, and I was the only one that had a computer and some previous knowledge of graphic design. So I designed this newspaper, and basically I used to have about quite often like 2 days to put together an entire newspaper on my own, and that's absolutely the hardest I've ever worked. This was every 2 weeks I had to do that. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you got 2 weeks to do it." No, because you don't get me the you don't get me the copy until 2 days before it has to go to print. So that's not how it works. I wish it was how it works. But by the end, I had a really good workflow and it was working pretty well. But the first couple were very challenging. It was great. Okay, well, we've been here an hour, and I need to get water and get prepared for the gym. So I will bid you farewell for this day And I will see you Sunday. Sunday, the day of next happenings. It's usually Sunday, and today is Monday, but whenever possible, it will be on the Sunday. So yeah, I hope you have a great week. I hope you are healthy and happy, and take some time to relax, drink some water, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.